What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show. Davo, you legend. Hey, welcome back, everybody, to $116,670 for Bitcoin. Some might say, too bad you called this, and others would say, no, we didn't. Well, it depends which side you're on. My view is I called this. Anyway, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Market's looking very, very bullish right now. Lots to get into tonight. Lots of stuff feels like it's happened today. We're talking altcoins this evening. We're going to talk about something that's never happened before, but definitely worthwhile keeping your eyes on. Is this the big final stage of the last push on the bull market? Maybe. Let's talk about that. Some charts for you guys, as well as the big transactions and how this could determine whether retail are in the markets or not. Some big well, hold on a minute, get my English right. Another big purchase in the markets and BlackRock news. Let me tell you, BlackRock, they are back. And everything else. We've got some hyperlink news and everything else. So lots to get into tonight. Lots to talk about. Very important, probably next hour, I would argue, because Bitcoin is a critical point. Alts have seen a very good day today. So we're going to break down some of that stuff. Overall sentiment right now, FYI, $4.02 trillion tells us that we are in a pretty good place. Am I cold? It is a bit cold in here tonight, Vern. I mean, let me tell you what the temperature is where I am right now, Vern. It is 12 degrees. All right, 12 degrees. That's not super warm. And yeah, so I'm a little bit cold. Anyway, let's say hello to a few people, and then we're going to get into it very much so. So Devo said hello to you, Vern. What's going on? Welcome to you. Snow in Cornwall. Holy crap. What's going on, Fairground? Good to see you, as always. Danny's in the building. Good to see you, Danny. Alf's here. Kat's here. Welcome to you guys. Appreciate you tuning in, as always. Danielle, I think I've said hello to you. But welcome in, as always. And yeah, Eden. I think I butchered your name then, I apologize. Relly's here. Calamari, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to you as always as well. And Coach JV's in the house. Welcome, buddy. Good to see you. As well as everyone else jumping in as well. We appreciate you guys as always. Don't forget, do me a quick favor. If you enjoy cryptocurrency content and you want to let everybody know we're here, give that screen a little tap. And then welcome in on YouTube as well, by the way. Do the same. Let's maximum share this, by the way. Kevin Sexton's in the building. Selma's in the house. What's going on, Craig? 37. Welcome. Hey, just FYI, channel members, there is a couple of new things going on in the Discord. You might want to go and check them out. Also, you guys got sneak peek access to that. I think it worked anyway. I put some content. You guys got some content about an hour and a half before everybody else. So, yeah, worth it, by the way. Check the link in the description. In other news, by the way, my ban warning has gone off TikTok as well. Hey, look at that, CryptoVern. So now I'm officially not banned at all. No warnings on TikTok, no warnings on YouTube. We are finally in a place where people are like, oh, actually, this 2-bit guy's kind of all right. He's not here to kind of just defraud or make kind of stupid statements. He's actually all right. Let's just take all these bans off and then let's skyrocket his channel to a new all-time high, which would be great. Anyway, hey, mate, looks like your Pepe might be breaking out. Yeah, the altcoin market looking super bullish, and will there be finance? We got some news about that, mother trucker tonight. Anyway, Obi Joseph, don't be a chopper. Hit the like button. What's going on? Crypto for Life's in the building. What's going on, Holmes? Welcome in. Tomato Pete. JD Fitness says, what do you think of XRP? Bullish. You should go watch my video that I put out earlier on today. Bullish. Anyway, ETFs were a definite surprise. Wait till the rest are released. Yeah. All good. Gonna share an X to get more on YouTube. Let's go, Jesse. Coach for sure, just trying to alert 2-bit who is acknowledging them. What? Coach JV is a scammer. Okay, yeah, I'm sure they are. I mean, they come in, but I can pretend it's the real him, can't I? Remember, as I always say, by the way, it's not financial advice and everyone's out trying to take cryptocurrency. If I message you, it's not me, all right? Do be mindful of that. Anyway, with that being said, let's take a look at what's going on in the charts today. And pretty effing bullish. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Pretty effing bullish. Right, my portfolio's looking healthy today. Let's get it. Yeah, portfolio should be looking good today. Chris Moore says, then buy dips after. Hit it. Fairground knows what's up. Right, Shane, thank you for the gifts. Okay. Come back in a minute, TikTok. Let's talk a little bit about what went on. Now, if you are in the Discord, and if you are, hold on a minute, let me just make sure I get this up. If you are a channel member, then you will have got access to this information. Very simple to be a channel member. You can just sign up to it on YouTube, or you can do it on TikTok as well. But we put some calls out in the trade group, which talks specifically about the setups when it came to the price of BTC. FYI, they played out effing perfectly. I mean, literally effing perfectly. So pretty pleased about that. The call on Bitcoin, FYI, was very interesting setup here on the 4-hour chart for Bitcoin. Volume and momentum, we could see a test of the upper range in the next 24 hours. That's exactly what happened. High trade volume around 111, 113 acts as the accumulation and support. Prices entering low volume areas like 116, meaning fewer resistance levels ahead until the next cluster. Watch out for the upper range to break, confirming this Bitcoin move. That is pretty much where we were. And equally, if you look at this on the 4-hour chart, this is the break. So really, really important. ETH is approaching a key horizontal resistance around the 4480 to 4500. Multiple rejections at the level past indicate strong selling. Moving average, the price is now above the 50 EMA, suggests bullish momentum. The EMA might start to form a bullish alignment in a retail if the rally continues. It's exactly what's happened with Ethereum as well. Look at this. So some pretty good calls in the Discord, which is kind of nice. So yeah, feels like we're getting that. Hopefully you guys are getting some content. We did actually do a full breakdown of XRP's potential next move, and we even called the early move on ETFs. Pre-market for Bitcoin ETFs look very strong. Watch again for the break upside. Momentum could come early. Failure to break 116 today could see downside through the early part of the weekend. The actual ETFs ended up being way stronger than we anticipated, with way bigger moves as well. So yeah, good news overall, in my opinion. Good news overall. Okay. So what do we got coming on BTC? Well, look, if we take the daily chart, it is obviously important to hold some of these key levels. This is obviously on ETH and this is on BTC. Now, this is a key level at 116. We touched on this yesterday. I'm less bothered about the actual specific price than I am about this. This is a key momentum here. If we can continue a little bit more upside, which would probably be something like a close at 117, maybe slightly higher, 117.4, then we could definitely start to then see this momentum push to the upside. Look at this. We've gone really bullish on the big catalyst at the bottom here. This is now showing a sign of 60, which tells us on the daily we have flipped bullish. Good news. And like I said, we definitely could get an uptrend. Now, realistically, it's like, okay, what's going to push the price down? There doesn't feel like there's a ton that can bring us back down again at this moment. I'm not saying, by the way, in any shape or form that this isn't going to, that we can't see anything kind of push us down. But for me, this is a really important level as where we are. But momentum is sort of with us. Buying pressure is coming in. Then we start to think about what this range could look like. So this is where we have high areas of volatility, high areas of trading power, 117,431 to around 118,400. So this is going to be a key level. Again, break this level, then I think we could be very much on for a pretty interesting party. If we don't, we could see a little bit more retest. And actually, we could put a little kind of... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Why has it done that? There we go. This is kind of where I'm looking for in terms of the next big bit of price volatility that we could come in. That I think we could retest, maybe even by the end of the close tonight. We'll have to see. That could be a retest of about 117.5. We'll see. But again, Bitcoin, in my opinion, is starting to print very, very, very nicely as well. And what's more importantly here on the charts is when you start to get into the higher time frames, you can almost see a very long-winded inverse head and shoulders. You can see here, look, as an example, which again is generally a bullish move. That's one shoulder, one shoulder. You can see the head there. Obviously, I'm not going to draw in the middle of it. People think I'm drawing something else, which then could, from this neckline, give us a nice little break to the upside. So for me, this area right now is super, super important. And I guess if we get this break furthermore to the upside, this therefore could print pretty strong. And I think we're definitely in a place to see where this all walks us through. So yeah, good news, I think, with the price of Bitcoin. Jesse, welcome in. Let me see if I can find you on Discord, get you into the Alpha crew. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome. And yeah, appreciate it. You are officially in. Are you in here, aren't you? I think. Oh, there you are. Yeah, I found you. Oh, yeah. And bosh. There you go. I think I need to take you off that one. There you go. Yeah, you've gone green. Let's go. Let me just check that. Trade. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Nice. You have access to it all. And you now look cool as ice, baby, because you've now got a nice green name. Awesome. There you go, Jesse. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support, as always. Legend. So yeah, this is kind of key for us to look at. Now, Ethereum's doing something very, very similar as well. We can get rid of this, actually. We don't need this. So Ethereum on the breakout, and again, printing to the upside. This could be super bullish. Again, we are now starting to see this. Now, the point with Ethereum breaking out, though, is you end up with this. Pepe, 7.5%, now starting to push back to the upside. Brett up a little bit, not crazy amounts, but up a little bit, which is kind of good news. And then you allow yourself a couple of ideas in terms of, well, some of these other coins built on the Ethereum network are starting to push a little bit further to the upside. Namely, things like Ondo Finance, Will There Be Financial, etc. All now starting to push a little bit higher. So ETH, in my opinion, looks very, very bullish. Solana broke 240. Absolutely monster breakout on Solana. Holy crap, like monster breakout on Solana, which is great. We'll actually have some TA for this in the yeah, in the premium setup. Oh, the premium setup, you know what I mean, the private Discord. So we'll actually talk a little bit about Solana, but looking very good. Very good in my opinion, actually. And Solana breaking out very strongly, so watch out for this one. BNB is the other one as well that we've got a very close eye on. Could definitely start to play out very favorable, actually. You could definitely see some good news stories coming in with BNB. And then the rest of the market, like we said, just looks pretty good. AVAX down, but obviously that was a solid move yesterday. Will there be financial we'll talk on? But again, I think it's a definite one you don't want to miss out on. Just my opinion, by the way, nothing crazy. And then the rest of it, like we said, all looking pretty good. Meme coins having a nice little run as well. Pump up about 3.7. Again, remember, I was talking about this down here somewhere. So I don't know if you guys did it, got it, who knows. But hopefully you bought it, packed it, and now you've effed off with it, which will be good. So like I said, bullish, if you ask me. Now, if you haven't already seen the video, I actually did drop another video today talking about altcoins that I think are going to be the mover. Here is the list. One of them is down today, but I actually put this out. Look at some of the moves on these coins, by the way. I am by no means telling anyone that I am like, oh, some super guru when it comes to picking altcoins. But what we do here on the channel is go down way more fundamentals, go into a little bit more detail on them, and try and understand exactly what's going on. Therefore, we give a little bit more accurate information as to this. We're not just some sort of weird pump and dump channel. So hopefully you guys saw that content. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment on it, let me know which ones you are, and yeah, who did you copy the list from? No one, Holmes. I knew you were going to ask that. No one. Absolutely, you will not find that list anywhere. That is a 2-bit crypto list, and it's printed, mate. We'll talk about talk about me hopefully not dying. We'll talk about will there be finance in a little bit, but yeah, I highly recommend going and checking out that channel. By the way, don't forget, we do actually put out every single day cryptocurrency content live on the 2-bit crypto channel. That gives you all the alpha you're ever going to need. Again, here it is. Look, the 5 to buy. Go and give it some support. That would be epic. And again, you can catch up all our latest videos. And like I said, like Jesse himself, become a channel member. As you can see, you've got memberships in here getting super bullish. You can comment on here and you get access to stuff and you get free emojis on all that kind of stuff. We're building it out. We're very, very early in terms of this, but if you want to support it, then feel free to do it. Cool. Right. Let's get into a little bit of news. And being the final boss, what's going on, boss? Let's talk a little bit about kind of what's happening. So, altcoin season, interestingly enough, now breaking above 78. So all those people that said I was talking absolute freaking nonsense when I was on about the fact that I thought altcoin season had started. Well, turns out that, yeah, looks like I'm right. 78 is pretty good. And like I said, we are definitely in a very solid uptrend. We don't need furthermore. We are officially, if you like this particular chart, if this is the way that you kind of, define alt season, then we're there, right? We're officially in altcoin season, which is good news. So yeah, this could actually then play out very favorable towards what we're looking at. So keep your eyes on it. A couple of other charts worth thinking about. Look at this. This has never happened before. S&P 500 broke a new all-time high today. The US house prices are at an all-time high. Bitcoin's an all-time high. Gold's an all-time high. The money supply is an all-time high. The public debt is at an all-time high of 37.4 trillion. The labor market is in I think a recession is a little bit unfair, but the labor market's certainly cooling, and the Fed is going to cut rates next week. What is happening? This is the crazy thing to think about, by the way. BOMO is 7% is not a pump. What are we talking about as a pump? I'm not sure what we're talking about here. But this is very interesting. And what you can see here is the annual benchmark revisions to non-farm payrolls, which obviously we got the craziness of 991,000 at the previous one. So what you've kind of got is a very interesting setup in the market. We'll obviously touch on a little bit as we go into next week. FOMC obviously dialed in for Wednesday the 17th. Expectation clearly is a 25 basis points rate cut. But this is kind of wild. So there is a debate now, and I've got a little bit of content coming out over the weekend just to try and keep you guys very much dialed in. There is a debate that actually rate cuts could be bad. And I know that's wild, but people are very, very micro on certain elements of this. I think rate cuts could be bad for stocks and bonds and treasuries and all that kind of stuff. I don't necessarily see it being bad for the crypto market. Why? Because I think as interest rates come down, people are way more inclined, way more tempted, and way more, motivated to come into risk assets. Therefore, I think we could see actually a strong push in risk assets, which would be great, by the way, and that could certainly be very favorable to the rest of us. Lots of people now predicting we've seen a bullish cross here on the Bitcoin chart. You can see there potential bull market run. This could align to exactly what Tom Lee said, and could also align to what Michael Saylor was saying, is that, well, we've got way more to come. And actually, he specifically said that he was just keep buying the top. Like, he's just like, yep, I'm fucking buying the top. I don't even care. Again, could be very much bullish as to where we kind of go, which could be good news. And then look, time of crypto. I forgot that you guys can't see this. Time of crypto, Bitcoin rally is just getting started. Are we going to see this next big move? As we've been talking about, this kind of opening wedge, bullish cross here happening on the MACD RSI. And we can see that on our chart, like we talked about here at the bottom. This indicator here is telling us that, yeah, we are definitely in for some bullish momentum to the upside. And yeah, this is playing out pretty much favorably as well, as we've been talking about, and I guess kind of as many of us have sort of been discussing. So good news. What's also worth thinking about, Bitcoin fees per block. Bitcoin's price has shot past 110, but transaction fees haven't gone with it. This is important to think about. Why is this important to think about? Because what it's telling us is people aren't particularly transacting on the Bitcoin blockchain. What they're doing is holding their sats. This is good news. Not only now have you got treasury companies as well as ETFs and everyone else holding down, retail is finally coming into the market. And I actually talked about this. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, but I put a TikTok out talking about it. That retail, I think, are officially in the market now, tentatively. And I think it's fair to say that, you know, they are they're dipping their foot into the water, but they're here and they're holding. So we sort of saw them come in the market, short term, pump and dump, and then everyone went, oh, it's bearish, market's going to zero. It's it. We missed the top, sell everything and move on. And I think us and maybe a couple of others were like, no. There is way more to come. Well, look at this. It's playing out exactly as we predicted. Good measure that. And then look at this. Kango. Now, Kango is, well, in fact, can anyone guess where Kango is from? Which country is Kango from? It's a company. It's a Bitcoin treasury company. Which country is it from? Pullback Sunday coming. Do you think, Tillerman? Canada. Interesting. Canada. Hi, troops. Hi, Tubit. Hope you're well. Yeah, what's going on, John? Good to see you. Good. It is a Chinese company. Let's go. Just in, China's publicly traded Bitcoin mining company, Kango, buys another 141.1 BTC worth 16.2 million. That's it. That's right. However you want to look at it, whichever narrative you want to spin, China is officially coming to the market and they're coming big. This is going to be super bullish. And like I said, it definitely, in my opinion, is going to set up for more buying. And then who's coming to the UK? BlackRock just got approved to offer spot Bitcoin ETFs in the UK. BTC adoption in Europe is accelerating. This is also good news as well. So BlackRock are not slowing down. Not only are they not slowing down the demand that people have, not only slowing down in terms of their actual product, they are freaking buying Bitcoin like lunatics. Look at this, $552 million. That means we broke $1 billion in inflows into ETFs this week. But check this out. Today alone, BlackRock bought 3,201. Bearing in mind, pre-markets, just to give you an idea, was 1,860. That was pre-markets for BlackRock. They then bought another like 1,400 freaking Bitcoin, right? 1,400. They were just like, oh my God, I'm literally, we're buying Bitcoin. Larry Fink has gone crazy on it. We actually called that in the premium Discord. If you're interested, link in the description or just pick up a channel member. You get free access to it. So yeah, 3,200, very bullish. 6,000 Bitcoin now over the course of this last week. That's a pretty big number by any stretch of the imagination. You are talking well above. I mean, what have we got now? 116. Let's say it's an average 114. You're talking nearly $685 million is what BlackRock poured into the Bitcoin market this week. Arc 21 buying more. Look at this crazy buying again. People have got it wrong. Those people, unfortunately, that were calling this market done, got it wrong. And it's interesting because it's super quiet from some of those people. I haven't heard one of them go, oh no, I think everyone's got it wrong. Everyone's got it wrong. So yeah. And then, like I said, alt's looking great. 310 on XRP. BNB could be up for $1,000 this weekend if the markets stick with us. Many people obviously thinking we could get a correction. It's easier to say we'll get a correction for 116, but think about it this way. We're at a $4.01 trillion market cap and Bitcoin's at 116. It's not even back at all-time highs. So this is exactly what you want to see. happened in 2021, happened in 2017, happened in 2013. Bitcoin rallies, cools off, altcoins move in, Bitcoin pumps again. It's doing that. That's how this market works. And it's literally playing out exactly as we said. So yeah, Johnson says 2-bit daft question, but when we say retail in the market, who are we actually talking about? You, I, me, them, us, all are people. That's pretty much what it is. It's the people that download the Coinbase app and go and put 500 quid into Bitcoin, or people that are, just traditional standard investors, no hedge funds, no whale funds, no one with capital backing them, hardworking individuals that are like, right, I'm hearing about this Bitcoin thing and I want to get in. And yeah, that's kind of where we get to. So they're the sort of people that are coming in. What's going on, Robert? Good to see you, man. So yeah, welcome in as always. And appreciate everybody on TikTok, by the way. Thank you so much. Nearly at 10,000 likes already. Don't forget, if you're on YouTube as well, do me a favor, hit the like button, drop a comment, do all that stuff. I've been really dialing into trying to optimize content, optimize kind of what you guys kind of get and what you guys see. So if you could support, again, dead easy. It doesn't cost you much or anything, in fact, and it does help out massively. So yeah, with Powell introducing rate cuts, can we expect a bullish move? I mean, I think so. I mean, it's going to be an interesting week next week. The markets could be pricing in what might be a big move next week. I mean, loads of people were shilling this narrative that like BlackRock was selling loads of Bitcoin today, that everyone seems to be dumping Bitcoin. It's just not true. Like, it's not true. And probably tells you why certain people just shouldn't be followed. But anyway, so people could be pricing a move in the market. It's going to depend on how it comes out. And I think right now, 25 basis points priced in. It's going to depend purely on what Powell comes out and what his view of the market is. Does he say, look, we got it wrong, tariffs? I mean, you may have heard this word, by the way, transitory. They're a one-time transitory tax that basically goes from not being there to there, and then everyone freaking moves on. If he comes out and says, maybe data is suggesting that maybe they're not as transitory as we'd hope, then you might get a little bit of pain. But I actually just think the market's going to be pretty solid next week. Do I think it's going to be some super crazy banana move that Bitcoin's going to break like 119 on the back of like 25 basis points? No, not at all. We'll see a nice little uptrend. What was interesting today was obviously the markets opened. Expectation was like we were going to get a bit of a pump. Market makers dumped BTC to like 114.6 or something like that. Shake some people out and then boom, off we went. Pretty interesting. What's going on, Joe, bro? Good to see you. Bomo says, chump. Who the hell's a chump, Bomo? Did anyone else on Coinbase get a notification about signing the petition against the UK government? I deleted it immediately. All they want is your information. Yeah, I delete anything. Emails, you better believe it. Get rid of it all. It's just going to get scammed. You the chump in 20 memes. What the hell's going on? Bomo. Link already back to 25. Connor Price, yeah. And big partnership announced with Polymarket today. So yeah, Chainlink definitely looks like it's on the freaking move. I think 25 BPS on Wednesday, 50 would be a bonus. Yeah, let's hope so. Opinions on LRC. I don't even know what that is. What the hell is LRC? I don't know what it is. We'll have a look at it in a minute, though. Anyway, right, let's continue on. So we talked about that. Right, Hyperliquid. Look at this. This is super interesting, by the way. Hyperliquid tops the NASDAQ 2024 net income, beats Robinhood's trading volume 4 months in a row. Hyperliquid, Loopring. Oh, I remember about Loopring. Yeah, remind me in about 12 minutes and I'll bring it up. So Hyperliquid, we've sort of touched on a little bit. I haven't really. Has anyone actually used it? Avex does look great, the Fox. Yeah, going to be 325 base point cuts in a row next year. Let's hope so. MNT 2-bit looks so bullish. Did we put that on the charts yesterday? We did not. Okay, we did not. MNT. This can't be it. Remind me when we get to the DeFi section and we'll take a look at it. By the way, 30-year Treasury's actually ticked up a little bit today. That's a bit disappointing. So did the 10-year. And I mean, people are definitely taking a little bit of a risk and putting it in there. But Hyperliquid, with this big trade, could be super interesting. The fact that the trading protocol posted $420.3 billion in trading volume during August. That's in a freaking month. Extended its winning streak against Robinhood to the 4th consecutive month. Robinhood published August trading figures on September 11th, revealing $227 billion in total trading volume. Hyperliquid could be one of those, one of those crazy ones. Why are we pumping? I think markets are pricing in a little bit of optimism for next week's rate cuts. I think data came in strong this week, so I think people just think the market's going to continue going. Don't forget, ETFs have done probably what will they have done today? Like $1 billion? ETF looks like they've done about $1 billion, which is kind of wild. So that's why as well. You've got some mass buying, which we haven't seen for a while. But yeah, the comparison of volume traces back to May when Hyperliquid first overtook Robinhood with 256 billion versus 192, according to data shared by John Marr from Artemis. Very interesting. And I think Hyperliquid's trading at what, like 450, I want to say? Is that right? Go on, someone race me to the price of Hyperliquid. It's trading at 56.06. Yeah, so I was pretty much thereabouts. Up 20% of the week. $18.7 billion market cap, 480 million in volume. So when you start to look at potential valuation versus volume, you've got Bonk, even Pump, by the way. Bear in mind, that's a $2 billion market cap at a monumental. I talked about it in the altcoin update video that you should definitely go and check out. But I think it's generating like $3 million a month or something like that. Let me tell you, let me show you. So then you start to think about, okay, you've got a token here or a company here, however you want to look at it, that's generating Bits Blaze. What's going on, buddy? So yeah, look at this. 3.7 million over 30 days on a company or a project that's a $2 billion valuation. That's freaking insane. Think about that ratio. And look at this. Over the course of the total revenue now has generated 642, let's call it $642 million on a $2 billion company. That's a crazy ratio. I mean, what is it? Like 30% ratio revenue to valuation? Like, and it's going bigger. That's why I was talking about Pump as a potential, a potential play. I mean, it's going insane. Like, think about this. When you've got mass euphoric craziness like we got in 2021, this is going to be doing like $1 billion. This is about like 10 million. It's going to be absolutely freaking crazy. So that's why I was talking about Pump Fun. But Hyperliquid, I think, is one of those we definitely need to keep an eye on. And I think this could play out way more bullish than we've seen. Do we see, could Hyperliquid do a 10x? Would it be unreasonable to think about $4 billion a month? I don't think so. So yeah, could be good. Are you guys just all arguing in the chat? Christ, why don't you just calm down? Honestly, massive choppers. Has anyone here told their missus, girlfriend, or whatever to calm down in an argument? No, I'm not scared. I'm not strong enough. I don't. 13,000 likes to get it fair ground. So anyway, look at this. DeFi Llama data estimates that Oh, you have a lovely discussion. Yeah, I know what your lovely discussions are like. DeFi Llama data estimates Hyperliquid's annualized net income at 1.24 billion exceeds the Nasdaq's 1.12 billion net income for the entirety of 2024. Think about that. Jesus, absolutely wild, and I think. Yeah, definitely plays out. TikTok is where the real art. Let's get it, Connor Price. Right, BNB, one that I'm definitely watching now. I told you guys, I'm going to say 6 months ago that I actually did move a position into BNB. So pretty pleased where this is moving right now. But pushing 920, flipping $900 into support now. We're just touching on that. Very bullish move here. BNB looks crazy. It looks as good as Solana right now. And yeah. Could it come back down to 900? Maybe do a cool off retest. I think that's not unreasonable to think about. But man, BNB definitely looking like a very strong play right now, and lots of people getting excited. Don't forget they continually burn this from Binance, and you can see they're gaining 3% in the last 24 hours. Uptrend started in July near 641. So yeah, BNB looks pretty good, and the actual BSC chain feels like it's trying to get a little bit more. Trying to get a little bit more momentum going as well. So, but yeah, good news if you ask me. Keep your eyes peeled on that. Now, other news. Bitcoin exchange Gemini marks a splash on the NASDAQ, debuting, jumping nearly 50%. Actually got to $41, I think it was. Listing price came in at 26. I couldn't get it. So for anyone that was like, I was going to try and sell the community Casper and try and get the IPO of it, I had to fill out a form, send it to the US government to clarify and clear myself of tax regulations in the US, because I'm a UK citizen. And the good news, it was going to take 72 hours. So I couldn't get any, unfortunately. But, maybe we might look at it. I don't know. I feel like we probably want to do something with that Casper, if I'm dead honest. But what that looks like, I'm not sure. But yeah, this is a good news. Now puts the valuation of the company, I think, at about a $4 billion valuation, which is pretty interesting. And yeah, looks like they're going to do some pretty cool stuff. So watch out. I think the whole credit card stuff, I think the good news in terms of like where they've got that connection back to XRP should play out favorable. And don't forget, Circle went on some like absolute like monster run post launch. So yeah, we'll see. Dojalo. Remind me, with DeFi sections in like 5 minutes. So yeah, stick around. Stick around. He or she, whenever your name is. I'm just putting my 2 cents and everyone here gets so mad easy. No, I think, look, I think everyone likes discussion. I think the difference you get in this channel is that people will not, people are just going to give you their view. Honestly, if I've learned anything with this community is you literally just don't take anything to heart. As long as people are respectful, and if they're not, they get booted out of the channel. You know, we don't need to be personal about it. It's good discourse. It's good discourse. It's important to have views, opinions, and if you're bullish on something, stand by your conviction. That's my view. So yeah, Bomo, stick around, buddy. It's good to have discourse. It's good to have conversation, and I guarantee it will play out favorably in the end, where you've got, you know, people that are gonna say yay, nay, or disagree, or I agree. That's my view anyway. So, like I said, people that are respectful to get yeeted out of the channel. So, good news. I'll come over and sort them out. Get it, Fairground. Get it. So yeah, Papan, whatever your name is, just stop. We'll definitely do a bingo card for Powell. We'll do the bingo card on Tuesday probably. Anyway, Gemini looking good. Right, look at this. Preparations underway for a major token burn in the most popular altcoin in recent days. Anyone want to hazard a guess who this is? Yeah, I know. I want Susan back. I'm just saying I've been to flu bulls, bear market, seen it. Yeah, true, Bomo. And look, like I said, stand by your conviction, bro. Don't worry about it. Discourse and conversation are important. So many channels end up just being this big weird circle jerk. So yeah, looking like it's going to be a good weekend, guys. I hope so. Daniel, what's going on, buddy? Welcome. But yeah, anyone wants to hazard a guess who this is? Anyone at all? Which coin is this? The preparations underway for a major token burn in the most popular altcoin of recent days. Anyone want to hazard a guess? Might be something I've been talking about. It might be a coin that I've been talking about. It's not XRP. Come on, bros. What the hell? Pepe, it's not. World Liberty Financial. Bomo knows what's up. So yeah, World Liberty Financial now are putting this through for a DAO vote in which they're going to take some of their fees earned from the protocol's liquidity position and redirect them into the purchase of World Liberty Finance on the open freaking market. Are you kidding me right now? If the proposal is approved, the system will operate without interruptions. Fees collected from the protocol's treasury liquidity pool will be first used to purchase World Liberty Finance in the open market, and then be purchased tokens will be sent to the burn address and removed from circulation. This is good news. Well, there's been a couple of burns recently. World Liberty Financial have been burning. RLUSD has been burnt as well. They burnt 2 million RLUSD like a week ago, September 9th. Burns will be transparent on-chain and could expanded to include other revenue streams to the protocol in the future. Now, what I think is different about this, and it's dead easy, isn't it, for like a new player to come in and be like, oh, we're going to burn supply. I just feel this is way different. And the fact that they are going to sort of use that, I think could be good news and certainly could be bullish. So it looks like BTC is just dropping a little bit. We'll keep an eye on that one right now. But yeah, could definitely be good news. Oh my God, where am I going? As this plays through and is playing out favorable in the charts, by the way. 2056. I mean, it's a pretty pants chart to look at right now, but yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll start to see a reversal come in. We just got a little uptick today, so this could obviously start to play out a little bit more favorably. I am in World Liberty Financial. I told you guys about that when I bought it the other day. I actually DCA'd over the course of like this little move here. So I think my average buying price now is like 1913 or something like that. So pretty pleased with that, in fairness. Pretty pleased in that. So yeah, which is kind of cool. Yavi, thoughts on XRP? Yeah, bullish on XRP. Doge, or Dodge as you've put. But yeah, and Sui Diesel, yeah, Diesel time. I bought Sui 276, holding it down. Think we've got some good upside momentum. It is one of the quieter ones, by the way, in my opinion right now. It's just gone quiet, which I'm all for because I think, I think we could be interested. Look at this. Look at this hourly retest here on BTC coming back to retest this 116 line that we put on here. Very interesting. Do we hold this 116 line? Hopefully we do. Right, Chainlink, a Polymarket partner to improve speed and reliability. This could be good news. I think the important thing here to reference, and the reason why this is bullish, is because you've got Chainlink not only in core infrastructure of kind of what it looks like, but you also therefore have them now moving into more RWA, more reasonable Oracle pools, etc. Man, Chainlink is, I was sort of saying, I thought Chainlink might be the coin that, Bobby says, I feel like I'm in an auction room. Man, I just get excited. I'm sorry. People tell me I talk too fast, but then whenever I ask people, are like, not really. I just get excited. Can't help it. I'm like super excited about the markets. I'm super excited about the crypto doing what crypto's doing. I'm super excited about the community all being together. Like, I'm sorry. I'll try and chill out a little bit. I just get excited. I just get a little bit too excited. All right. But yeah, anyway, the partnership is live on Polygon, which I think is interesting as well. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. Exactly. Crunchy advert. Partnership live on Polygon, enabling scalable crypto-based prediction markets and signaling room for broader adoption. All right. Good news, right? Good news. Yeah, the Fox I buy a good amount, but I have a feeling it might dip under 3 again. I'll buy them. What's that on XRP? Did I miss that? The Fox I bought, worth, I don't know, should buy more. What's that for XRP? I mean, XRP, I would argue at the minute, you don't want to buy in green candles. I know everyone says this, right? Everyone's like, don't buy in green, but seriously, don't buy in green candles. You will generally always get an option or a opportunity. What you could do is set a buy option to come in at a potential wick down. And I think that's always worthwhile. Right, finally, just dead quick on the news and updates on the market. Then we're going to get into all your thoughts, questions, and all the rest of it. Ethereum, ETFs, and treasuries looking pretty good yet again. Look at this. These are ETH reserves. We didn't get too much crazy buying, a little bit today, but $22 freaking billion is pretty bullish there when it gets into the reserves. And then ETF flows, albeit pretty flat over the course of the last 24 hours, still looking in a very healthy and strong position. So yeah, very good news. All right. And I think, look, overall market sentiment, good news. I want to hold this 116. Let's see, fingers crossed, how that all works out. Good. What do you think about Pyth? Yeah, we were in it. We were in it as like an investment group, but yeah, not anymore. We got out of it really. But I mean, look, it had some pretty bullish news recently, didn't it? Don't be buying anything now, being in the market since 2013. I mean, that's fair play. Buying the red for 2 in a bed, you should have had your positions over the last 18 months. Yeah, I mean, that's true. That doesn't mean you still can't get opportunities in there, by the way. But yeah, I mean, we've been buying, man, we were buying Solana at like freaking $8. We were talking, I was live when FTX collapsed. So yeah, Chainlink goes to $100, maybe. Which would be good. Right. I think smart contract will come soon on Casper and it will run. Let's hope so. I'm still holding a little bit. It is one of my lower bag holdings though. But again, we'll see. What's going on, Shoesmith? Markets will always go up and go down. Save cash USDC for 2026. You think, Fox, are you in a world where you think the market's topped now? Is that where you're at? You're saving money for 2026. Yeah, I know. Crazy fairground. Man, we were live. We were live every night through that complete disaster. Too bad I remember you telling us about £8 Solana. I sold it at 20 and thought I was brilliant. There you go. Yeah, man, I remember that. Every day we came live and it was like, Solana's back below $10. Like, buy some more. BNB was like, what, 150? Like, I remember buying BNB at like 150. Crow, 9 cents. Like, yeah. I mean, look, ETH was like 800. And look, this is why it's important. This is why when you work through bull market cycles, you generally should get better and better and better at kind of how you predict markets, what you see markets, way more confidence and conviction in what you do because you're kind of used to it. If it's your first time ever, you're like, and someone's going, oh, well, I think this $8 coin that's down from $200 is going to go to the freaking moon, then it's a bit harder to kind of, be convinced about that. No, absolutely not. Markets will go strong in Q4, but why buy now for a 2 or 3x on large market caps? I mean, that's true. That's true. I mean, you should, to your point, you definitely should be already positioned, and maybe you chance your arm on a few meme coins and all that kind of stuff, but worthwhile, very much making sure you're dialed in. Very much dialed in. Just made my official first withdrawal with him. Think he's more confident to invest more now. Thanks for all you do. Hey, Sally who? No problems. Oh my God. I love it. I love it. BTC breaking out on the 1 minute. Yeah, look, well, it's breaking out on the hour, on 30 minute actually. Here we are, 15 minute. This is the key line. Look at this. This resistance at 116.1. 2-bit, what's I have no idea, Tim. I don't know what it is. I have no clue, Tim. 2-bit, I was homeless on the streets. Only survived but I somehow managed to have access to the internet and a phone that could play YouTube. Oh dear. I'd rather accumulate cash for 2026 to buy and get a 10. Yeah, I mean, that's true. That is true in fairness. Support for BTC from 116.318. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. But yeah, anyway, good news. Right. If you, there was a couple of projects you guys wanted to look at. Let's bring the DeFi market up. And yeah, what was it someone wanted to look at? like Dodge or something, wasn't it? Dodge Lon or something. Am I making this up? Where's the people that wanted this particular coin? They've all run off. They've all run off. Kursang says Solana, looking super crazy bullish on Solana right now. I can't find this coin, by the way. Oh, I just tried to invite Connor Price on the stream. Don't do that. Oh, there we go. Dogelon. Oh, Dogelon. Is that still actually even going? Dogelon Mars. Is it still going? This one. Where's it at right now? Is it a $57 million market? This can't be doing anything worthwhile. This is just going to look like one of those really, yeah, see you later. See you later, alligator. Nothing worse waking up to a 6% market crash and having $100 in your account. I mean, that's true. That is true. Olivia's in the house. What's going on, Olivia? Thanks for the little heart. Appreciate that. £50 per week into pension or 50 per week into BTC. Bro, I can't tell you that. I can't tell you that. But all I can tell you is what I've told people, which I think I would rather be in it than not. That's my stance, by the way. LRC, I think it was. Okay, yeah, let's put it. Loopring, yeah. Oh, LRO, LRC. Loopring, here we go. Look at this. Loopring coin V2. I'm assuming it's this one, not the Solana one that launched. That looks like a complete scam. 134 million with two. Oh, is it this one? I mean, it looks awful if it is. Loopring coin V2. Is it that one? LRC. Looks like it. Looks like it. Zbit is incredibly positive. I don't know how he does it. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I wonder how they're getting these comments through, right? How are they getting the comments through? It's super weird. Anyway. So yeah, calamari, get out of here. Yeah, looping I'm not sure about, personally. Not sure about. If it's the one if it's the one that I'm looking at, I don't know if I would be tempted by this at all, by the way. Just FYI, I don't know if I would be. But yeah, like I said, when you come to sort of BTC and pensions and all the rest of it, again, never financial advice. We don't do that on this channel, but I would certainly say to people, look, I'd definitely rather have some than not. Hisham, what's going on, buddy? Welcome. Bought some BTC for $550 back in 2013. Over time, always been better than 6%. Yeah, I mean, imagine that. I mean, yeah, 2013, that must have been, what, hundreds of bucks. You must have got a couple of BTC at least at that point, which would be nice. You can't even spell to it. Probably spells it with a Z. That's because he's cool. That's because he's cool. Whoa, got the strongest armchair. Homes or Fairground? Don't even know what it means. Hisham says, I have like 3K of XVM. Do you think it's a good idea to hold it? Well, I mean, it's done well today. It's up 22% today. Let me ask you this question. What was your buy-in price? What was your buy-in price? That'll be my question to you. And then I can sort of half give you my opinion. Now, what I would say is that this is something that we talk about in the Discord and in the premium Discord. We talk about setups on meme coins. We talk about what's behind them. Are they, moving? Are they grooving or whatever they're doing? If you want to be that, then you just have to subscribe here on TikTok or become a channel member like Jesse has today. Literally costs you like $5. You get access to our Discord channel and the premium service in there as well. If you want to do it, then feel free. It's never financial advice at all. You are very much welcome to not do that. It is a free Discord. There's just a little bit that you get extra if you decide to become a channel member, which is kind of cool. Hisham says, well, I bought it at 0.2019. You bought it at 2019. Oh, mate, I would 100% have taken some out by now. Did you not sell any? How you bought 2019? You didn't sell it at 5 cents. Jesus Christ. My opinion is only my strategy when it comes to anything like this. I would have already taken some profits. I would have already taken my initial investment out. All I can probably say on this is there is a real big marketing push, and it's done very well today. Do I think this is going to be the next big XRP? Maybe not. It's got a long way to go. Could it do? Yeah, because it could. Is it likely? Probably not. It's got a long way to go. But, today, 27% up. I didn't sell at 0.05 because I was hopeful to be 0.4. Well, look, I mean, there's nothing wrong with taking a little bit of profit. That's all I will say. If you got in at 209, you're already up significant on your investment. I mean, right now, you're already up 100%. So, yeah, that's my opinion. That's my opinion. But could it run? I mean, yeah, is the honest answer. Is it likely? I mean, it's in a consolidation phase right now. You'd argue it's either going to go one way or the other. If they can push momentum, then yeah, you could see it maybe retest the 0.2, 2 cent range. If it doesn't, then you could easily be retesting lower range, by the way, would be back to your buy-in price. So you need to be mindful of that. If that comes back down, you are heading to probably where you got in. That would be all I would say. It's not financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do. But yeah. Connor, how do you become a channel member? You can either subscribe here on TikTok or you can become a channel member on YouTube. Either way. And then what that does is give you access to our Discord service. So you can do it either way. Subscribe on here or and as long as you are in our Discord, by the way, you need to be in the Discord and then we'll add you to it. And like I said, we're going to build it out. I actually put a little post out there earlier saying, look, if there's people that, you know, kind of want to do some kind of cool stuff, let me know. We're already working, interestingly enough, by the way, and I'm not going to go too much into it, but in that section, there is also VC opportunities. So I'm working to bring some new potential VC opportunities that could go into there. So what does that mean? You'll get access to projects before anyone else. You might have now it's high risk, just being dead clear and honest with everybody else, but you're going to get access to those. Equally, already working on a potential some potential chart indicators that you're going to get a discount on, and actually if you use them then you'll get a discount as well. So yeah, definitely worthwhile. Like I said, it's super in its infancy. It is obviously helping the channel and helping kind of build some stuff out, but yeah, I mean, we're at what, 142 members. We'll start to do some sort of, we'll start to do some members live streams in there, and yeah, just at the minute we're building it out. And in my opinion, I think it's one of the cheapest premium services, or the cheapest premium memberships at the minute that, look, we hope to scale out, build out, and give you something that I don't think other channels give you. That's the plan anyway. That's the plan. OBLO, what's going on, buddy? Welcome. When Shiba Turbo Dogecoin will skyrocket. When Shiba Turbo Dogecoin, is that actually a thing? What did I miss? Just got off work. Not much. Not much. Just chin wagging. BTC looks like it did bounce off that support, which is great news, by the way. Connor, let's go, you massive legend. Welcome in. Connor, are you in the Discord? You'll have to message me your name in the Discord so I can give you access to it. Unless you're not in there. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can find you. Calamari's in there. Message me and let me know. Oh, not yet. Okay. So head over to YouTube, grab the Discord link, get in there, and then I will see you come in, and then we'll get you access to that as well. So, Bullish, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Welcome. And you get a cool ass name against that. Look, where are you? You get a little Chad name, and you get some like stickers and some emojis that only you guys can use. Super excited. Begros says Bitcoin 120 later next week. Let's hope so. I mean, rate cuts are going to be the big one. Rate cuts are definitely going to be the big one out there. What does that do? What does that do? Just going to sub down icon here. Will it show up for you? It should do. Yeah, if you do it, it should come up. Definitely. Are we looking bullish on the 4 hour? Yes. Yeah, I would. Well, I mean, what you've got here, and I'll again, this line here, 116.1. We've been talking about this. Look at this break. This is on the 4 hour chart. Looks like a nice little bounce. Hour chart, nice. And then the 30-minute. Look at this. Very, very nice little bounce off this line. So yeah, I think we look pretty bullish in my opinion. Thanks for that, Vern. You legend, man. You guys are crushing it tonight on TikTok. Love it, baby. Love it. There we go, Calamari. Let's go. Welcome. Right, Calamari, you get to go to be green. Where are you? There. Got you. Right. Bosh. There you go. There you go. Enjoy. Jump in the Discord. You should now have access to 4 other rooms. 2 of which, one is the alpha calls, one is the trade signals as well. So if you see in the alpha calls, there's a couple of coins in there right now. Trade signals as well. That will obviously get updated later on with the latest ones for tomorrow. And yeah, I'm working through just a couple of things that hopefully we'll bring soon. So yeah, definitely worth it in my opinion. Definitely worth it. Right. Good. What have we got left going on in the altcoin market right now? Everything kind of looks pretty bullish. Look at Solana, man. 240 is great. Great. Connor's in. There you go, Connor. I see you. Welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. There you are. Connor rolls. Bosh. There you go. I think I'm going to I might turn this welcome bit into like a bit of an elite club chat. Oh, man. But yeah, just let me know that you guys can see the 4 extra rooms. Connor, I can see you in there. And Jesse as well. Poor man, I see you. But I don't know if you're here. As long as you can see this, you should see 4 other rooms that you can kind of get in. Like I said, it's super early. We're going to build it out. And but get ready. It's going to be epic. Martin says, did you sort that site? Not yet, mate. Not yet. I'm going to do it because I don't stream tomorrow night, but I will do it. But yeah, I do accept that they are a little bit big. But good news though, my beard's kind of grown out a little bit, so it doesn't look as obvious. Oh, look at that. Jesse coming in fresh right now. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. I see it, Mike. Thanks. Nice. Excellent. That means it all kind of works. that means it all kind of works, which is good, man. And I'm really not like I'm really not a Discord superstar. So you guys should be able to message in the welcome box, in the welcome tab. So you can chat in here if you want. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see that and you should be able to get in there. Right, Tubit, sounds like you're really helping these people. I'm trying, man. Look, I think I'm just be dead honest. For me, this is all about, yeah, exactly that kind of price. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. But for me, Tim, it's definitely about how do we transition just from a hobby and just kind of like, all right, we'll just do this and hopefully we all succeed into something a bit more serious. And I think this is kind of how we do it and hopefully how we get there. So nevertheless, I learned the secret behind trading. Michael Adams coming in bullish. Love it. Love it. Good. God, I love the fact that your comment, Martin, was, did you sort the sideburns? Oh, man. Erasmo, what's going on, buddy? Welcome. What's going on? Man, TikTok as well is nearly at 40,000 likes. You guys are super crazy bullish. Yeah, that's true, Holmes. I agree. I agree. And it will come with time. You know, it's going to come with time as people start to get in there and people start to kind of chat and talk about it. Then, you know, like I said, we're super early, 140 members. And, you know, hopefully it'll build out. So you got to start somewhere. And yeah, I mean, look, we've got Discord. People are in there. We'll start to do some stuff in there as well, which would be cool. And yeah, I really want to try and build out some like courses and do all that kind of stuff. My thumb is tired of liking TikTok. Thanks, Jesse. Man, Ethereum's breaking out. Ethereum heading towards 4,700. Here we go, people. Let's go. Man, ETH is on the freaking move. Thoughts on AVNT ad Avantis? That's not the like DeFi one, is it? It's not the DeFi. Is that some new one that I've maybe missed? Maybe it is. Greetings, love and light will be with you and sending positive energy your way. How's the economy? Hey, XRP holders, it's freaking bullish. If you're not in the UK, AVNT, this one, look at this, 1.4 million. It launched 5 days ago. Man, I don't even know what this is. What is that? What am I? Oh, it's a bloody thing. Wow. Yeah, that's had a pretty strong move, hasn't it? $90 million market cap. I don't know anything about it. And equally, I don't know why it's gone absolutely skyrocketing. But yeah, fair play. Fair play. This one's starting to move pretty aggressively. So yeah, shout out to you guys for calling that one. Looks bullish. Nice little breakout. Oren says, guys, let's get cigars and champagne. I'm down for it. I'm down for it. All-time high. Well, I mean, what's good, by the way, is the fact that ETH is at hopefully 4,700. What do we need to break? 5 grand. I mean, yeah, 5 G's is the all-time high on ETH. But yeah, I mean, look at that setup on ETH right now. That's looking super good. Again, you can see that setup we called for ETH in the Discord as well. So did anyone see what they came out with? We had the German CPI report, Spanish CPI, and the French CPI today. I don't know what they came in as, but yeah. Yeah, look at that. Above 4,500, there's a low volume gap, so price could move quickly to the next major level. Well, look at that. That's exactly what's happened. Exactly what happened. Look at that. You need to be way more bullish, like the top commenter, Hero 37 Upper. Gonzalo's in the house. What's going on, buddy? It look like you're frozen? Really? I don't think I am. If you think I am, watch this. This will tell you whether I'm frozen or not. The inflows into the top 5 cryptos are looking healthy. Yeah. Crow must be riding again. Yes. ETH got a fly. Yeah. Crow's looking all right, actually. Well, I say it's looking all right. It's still holding that range on the 20 exponential 1.88 down. So, yeah, nothing crazy. But, yeah, I mean, look at this. Overall markets, I mean, Pepe just cooling off a little bit, but still at 6.5, as is Pump at 4.5. That was something I've been talking about for a while. So, yeah, looking pretty good, everybody. Looking pretty good. Holmes not saying I know it all, but I just suddenly started making sense about what I was doing, especially with the stop loss and taking profit and what certain aspects of the P&L mean. There you go. There you go. Look at this list. This is the list I put out yesterday in my latest altcoin video. If you haven't checked it out, head over to YouTube. Give it a quick thumbs up. Watch it all the way to the end. It's super bullish. Playing out very, very importantly here. Michael Adams today, chief financial rest through my deliberate and insightful research on investing in stock cryptocurrencies. Heartfelt regards to @ZBit Crypto. I don't know who that guy is, but he sounds great. Crow will soon pull back up again, do you think? Yeah. Buy at the bottom of the cup, sell at the breakout, rotate. It's been repeating over and over. WTFF, not going to get this chance forever. Oren knows what's up. Expect some profit taking before 8 p.m. Eastern today, gents. Why do you say that? Before 8 p.m. Eastern profit taking. Why? All the markets are closed. So you're talking long-term holders. Yeah, maybe. Crow to $1. Yeah, I mean, it could do. Not financial advice. Never financial advice. Susan's back. Where? Nemo Blaze in the house. Well, what's going on, Nemo? Good to see you, buddy. Welcome. Props 320-ish, then 365. Oh, you guys are talking about XRP. Yeah. XRP setup. Yeah. Well, we do, again, if you want to have a look, we actually talked about where that could go next and what you need to look out for. So wiping my tears with money. Yeah. So look, you could argue confirmational breakout here on the XRP chart, looking super good. And just for everybody, a nice confirmation here that we flipped bullish on XRP. Look at this. So we get the breakout from the downward trend, and you see here the 20-day going over the 50-day, again, looking super good. MACD here and RSI trending both in the right direction. So XRP right now is looking great. And I think, look, October, if you haven't seen my video today, go and watch that. Lots of good bullish catalysts coming for XRP. So, yeah, I think it could be good. In my opinion, anyway. In my opinion. XRP has a brick wall at 315. Yeah, I mean, there's quite a heavy amount of... let's bring this up. The liquidity charts. There is quite a little bit. Equally on ETH, there is a little bit as well. So we do need to be kind of aware of that. But if you ask me, I think once we start to move, then yeah, we should be in a pretty good place, in my opinion. Oops. Yeah, so here's ETH. So you can see lots of upside has now been wiped out on ETH over the course of the next 24 hours. So you can see this is what we were talking about when we were in the Discord, that actually, look at this move now on ETH, really starting to push. You can see here, look, wiping out loads of this liquidity. And that's why you're seeing quite a strong move on ETH. And in my opinion, if the market comes with us, then I think you'll see a continuation as well. So ETH looking great on here. And then if you want to, you get into BTC and it's a similar story, not quite as aggressive. But again, what you can start to do though is see people starting to print potential shorts down here as well. So, this is why we sort of talk about maybe you've got to, you got to kind of be mindful. But I think right now we're in a very, very nice spot when it comes to, when it comes to some of this stuff, when it comes to start to print. XRP is another one as well, which again, we can bring up here on the, let's do the 48-hour, given just a view over the course of the next couple of days. So again, you can see that we've wiped a significant amount of liquidity out as XRP's gone up. Not as much as we've seen, though, on some of the other altcoins, in particular ETH and, a few others. A little bit building at the bottom here around 6.5 milli. But actually, this is probably pretty bullish when it comes to XRP and therefore could see us print a little bit higher. Look towards the week ahead. Obviously, you've got to get through the weekend first and foremost. But, when you start talking about the week ahead, look at this. XRP right now looking very nice and continuing to move to the upside. What you want to see is obviously where it comes up and wipes out this liquidity, it fills in nicely behind. And I think that tells you sort of where we're going to go. So yeah, ETH is the moneymaker. Good news. Hey, thanks everybody for the follows. I appreciate it. We really are building out like a really cool ass community on TikTok. And equally, we're building out a proper G community here on YouTube as well. So I absolutely love it. I generally, at the minute, I am genuinely loving life when it comes to the markets. I'm loving this live stream. I'm really super motivated on the channel. And yeah, I'm just super bullish and grateful you guys are kind of coming along for the ride as well. So yeah, and I hope and I want to do everything I possibly can to really make this community like a success and be a super crazy channel in the long run. Hopefully we can kind of do that. So yeah, I appreciate everyone's support for sure. I appreciate your thoughts and I appreciate your support. Thoughts on POC point of control? I don't even know what that is. Should I know what that is? POC. POC blockchain point of control. I don't even know what it is. Point of control. It's not on there. Is it new? I can't find it anywhere. Like the ETF is interesting, but the fund can differ from the actual price. That's true. Homes, and obviously it was mainly with Bitcoin. It's possible I might try memecoin or altcoins and where the next lower market cap and higher leverage. Ooh, do you think ETH will skyrocket next week to all-time highs? Mate, I think ETH could rocket this weekend. I think ETH could see a big push. We talked about ETH breaking this right at the very start. We said about breaking 4,700. If ETH breaks 4,700 and we see the market come with us, this is the thing, though. When you get a breakout, you need to kind of see it come with us. If you don't see it come with us, you generally end up the market stalling, which is kind of what we might see. You know, Bitcoin's only 0.68 up on the day. That's not crazy, but what's important, BTC dominance is descending down again, which is kind of good news. So again, this is certainly more favorable as to where we get altcoins. Very much getting a good ride right now. Look at this. This is the total market cap minus Bitcoin printing. 1.69 trillion is very close to a new all-time high. So yeah, this is good news. All good news, actually. Mike, I would never have got this far without the channel's help and the community sponsorship with the tier course. You will never find the community like this anywhere. Thank you. Hey, Craig, I appreciate it, man. We'll definitely do that in the bear market as well. I was talking to Holmes about that. So part of what we'll do in the bear market, again, will be doing things like TA courses. I'd love to build some myself. I'll fund it, but I'd love for people that are really clued in, dialed in, have the time to do it so that we have a full, like, educational course in the Discord as well. Like, I want to make you know, Holmes has pushed me to do the Discord, and I think let's make it somewhere fucking fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, XRP definitely looking good. It's breaking out for sure. For sure. But, you know, a community is only as good. It's only as good as the kind of community and the people that are in it. And hopefully, like I said, we can make it super, super crazy. PLC is part of the volume profile indicator. Oh, right. It's not hold on a minute. I've got confused then. Can Ondo hit $10 this year? Well, do you know what? I have an interesting video on my channel you should go and watch about Ondo. I'm pretty crazy. Like, I think Ondo could do very, very well. It does rely on the treasury market and the bond market. Bear in mind, we talked about this yesterday. That's like $26 trillion. So, yeah. Could be interesting. But yeah, I hope so. Ondo's definitely one that I'm very optimistic about. You like Pengu? Put your penguins? Yeah, I do. I think that could have a good move. Denny, I think that could have a good move this year, actually. What's it at now? Like $1.6 billion market cap or something? Again, think about this, right? One of the things to look at is the valuation versus potential recap. Don't forget, they've got IP rights to the little penguin things. Everyone seems to have them. They've got links to massive channels and massive partnerships. Like, yeah, all it needs, their game is like top 10 on the App Store. So, yeah, I think Pudgy Penguins could do very well. What's it out now, just out of interest? So, it's at a 3.62. So, what is that going to be? About like 2.3 or something? We'll rise together. Devo, you know it, baby. You know it. And when this channel's like, you know, at 4 million subscribers and it's doing 80 million views, all you guys that are in at the start, don't worry about it. I've got you covered, bro. Thoughts on Pyth? Yeah, we talked about that at the start. I'm cool with Pyth. I think that'll do pretty well as well. How's Pepe looking right now? Yeah, breaking out. We were just talking about Pepe. 6% up. It needs way more though. But yeah, I mean, again, something I've been DCAing on Pepe. Definitely bought in a little bit high second time around. So again, the only thing to be mindful of at the minute with Pepe is we do need to probably see it break out. It's not quite broken out yet. It's definitely pushing like it could do. But in my opinion, just this is kind of giving you a bit of a view. What you've got is this is actually a downtrend. We need this to then break the mold. This is what you need in terms of Pepe. This would signal a breakout. And what I would argue, I think if Pepe breaks out, you could actually see it pretty aggressive move on this. So, you know, first point would be around the 1,269 level. So keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on. Only got 23 mil, so not a huge bag, but money is money. Hey, well, look, 23 mil. I mean, and if it breaks a zero, think about it. If it breaks a zero, it's still only going to be at like $14 billion markup. It could break 2 freaking zeros. Imagine that. It'd be wild. Be wild. John Shaw said, I've lost track of all my trades over the last couple of years, 2-bit. When it comes to taxpayer time, what's the best way to do it? So there's a couple of options that one is depending on where you did it. So if you did it on exchange, you can actually download a CSV file, which is going to tell you everything you've done on the exchange. You can obviously, if it's through a DeFi wallet, you can get some programs that will run your particular wallet. The honest answer is make sure you're in the Discord because we'll do a Discord tax conversation, I think is probably where I'll get. Remember, got to make sure you pay tax in this game, but I would definitely be in the Discord and we will definitely do we'll do some sort of tax. Someone messaged me about this the other day, actually. We'll do some sort of tax Discord live stream or something in there. I need to sort of see how that would work really and how to do it. But yes, maybe start doing like once a week, a bit of a, because No, I don't want to commit to too much more than I'm doing at the minute, but yeah. But I'm going to have a full breakdown on taxes and what's coming in January, particularly for UK citizens, because that's going to be important. So yeah, we'll probably have a full section around tax, actually. In fact, let me write that. In fact, let me just make that channel right now. Create a text channel. Text. I'm going to call it tax info. And we're going to make it private just for now, just so I can see it. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, we're going to have a full channel that's going to be dedicated to all things taxes and everything else. How many people have you got signed up to the Discord Premium? So I've took it off in terms of an actual, just a direct link to it. And we'll do it through kind of this, just until we kind of get it a little bit more popping, a little bit more kind of happening right now. But as it stands right now, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people. ETH slowing now, almost all-time high though. Yeah, I mean, ETH's looking all right. ETH is, I mean, yeah, 4665. So it's cooling off a little bit. Again, we've got to think about what's going to push the market this evening. Like, what's going to be the catalyst that sends ETH higher? John, show you in the Discord, mate. Nice. All right, cool. QO, yeah, well, I've set it up. Obviously, there's no point me opening the channel because there's nothing in it yet, but we'll start to get some stuff printed in there. I might try and connect with a few people around it, but yeah, it's good. Oh, there we go. Look, Obi, yeah, Obi can post in there. So you can post in the welcome chat in the VIP. It's called the VIP section because people feel special. You guys can actually chat in there, and then you should have access to all the other bits as well. Obi, can you see everything else as well? In fact, I don't need to tell you. I can tell you. Yeah, you can. All right, cool. Okay, yeah, cool. So you guys can see everything else as well. Good. Right. You should be able to see it. Oh, there we go. That's why you can't. There you go. Tell me if you can see it now, Obi. Can you see it now, yeah? I want to be able to send pictures in the Discord show. Yeah, you can. You should be able to. Oh, which bit do you mean, Jesse? Which bit do you mean? Type it in the welcome bit and then I can see it. Dave, unfortunately not. There's always a loophole somewhere. What's that for? Hit the tax ban is the that's true. That's true. Wormhole. What about it? Young's World. Wormhole. Would it be great to do a... Yeah, I'm going to do it. I've literally set the channel up. I've literally set the channel up. And we'll do that. I'm going to try and get something in there. Oh, right. I tell you what, Jesse. Okay, we'll do... I'll sort something out, Jesse. Let me finish the live stream and then we'll do it. Oh, what happened? What happened, Tim? What did they say? Hold on a minute. Oh, one of my kids is up. Oh, not again. Right. Anyway, right on that bombshell, I'm going to have to call it because one of my kids is about to get out of bed. We are at 10:05 anyway. So watch out. I might try and do a little live stream tomorrow night. I don't know. We'll have to see. But until tomorrow, everybody, short and sharp. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Take care, everybody. See you soon.